and more professional athletes have been caught illegally taking anabolic steroids. Names like Alex Rodriguez, Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa should all sound familiar baseball players who were caught illegally taking steroids. Now, steroids extends beyond professional athletes. In fact, over 1 million male adult Americans were reported having taken steroids. The number has risen among high school students as well, from what was once 3.3% to now 4.9% over the past decade. Now, anabolic steroids, like these over here, are, to put it briefly, are an imitation of the male testosterone and dihydrotestosterone. What they do is they increase protein synthesis, which will in turn increase the buildup of muscle tissue, which will in turn increase body mass. Now, anabolic steroids can be used in many good ways. It can be used to help fight an asthma attack, to help an allergy attack. It can be used when needed to stimulate growth among those who need it. But despite the many good effects it has, there are many adverse effects steroids cause. It can cause serious dangers and can be a terrible killer. What I'd like to do today is briefly describe to you those risks that one takes when taking steroids. So right here we have a diagram, a picture of a man holding a needle of injectable steroids, and the picture goes down from his head all the way down to the rest of his body, going through all the body parts and showing what the adverse effects that steroids has on those body parts. It starts with the head. We have the brain. Like it says here, it causes brain cancer. It can also cause certain psychiatric effects, which we'll talk about in a couple of minutes. Then it causes, now besides for the medical effects that steroids causes, it can also cause cosmetic effects. For example, by smoking, steroids causes yellowing of eyes and skin. It can also cause bad breath, like smoking. Also, because of increased activity in the sebaceous glands, it can cause severe acne. Another cosmetic effect, you can say, is the deepening of the voice, especially among women when they take steroids. We go down to the chest now. We have the heart. And steroids can cause alterations in the heart, and therefore increase chances of cardiovascular disease, increase the chances of heart attacks and strokes. And also among men, it can cause an increase in the development of breasts, while in women it can do the opposite. It can cause a reduction of breasts. You go further down, we go to the liver. Like by the brain, it can cause tumors and cause liver cancers. Also, like your typical side effects, you have nausea and vomiting. Then it can also cause kidney damage. It can very seriously affect the kidneys. Another thing, in the intestines, it can cause diarrhea. Now again, in men also, it can cause shrinking in the testicles, and cause infertility among men. Another thing, it can cause infections. It can cause bruises, which can become severely infected. Also, it can stunt the growth of the bones in the body. It can cause weak tendons. So we see that steroids has some serious side effects, serious medical effects, which can adversely affect all the body parts. And there are some other ones. They can cause premature baldness in men. They can cause the growth of facial hair in women. It can cause some cosmetic effects people might be embarrassed of. It can cause medical effects, which are dangerous and they're killers. And besides for these medical effects, it also have certain psychiatric effects. Steroids, like drugs, like alcohol, like smoking, can cause an addiction. And just like we find by these drugs, other drugs, when the person becomes addicted to that drug, becomes addicted to the alcohol, he in turn will suffer withdrawal symptoms when he does not have that, when he does not have the alcohol. So same thing with steroids. This person does not take the steroids on a consistent basis. When he becomes addicted, he can also suffer withdrawal symptoms. And other things, steroids can also cause aggression. It can cause violence. And on a similar note, it can cause mood disorders. A person could be content and peaceful one moment, and then angry and violent another moment. And perhaps the worst of these psychiatric effects, it can cause depression. It can cause suicide. suicide has been linked directly with steroid takers. Steroids cause depression, they cause suicide. It can cause, besides medical effects, we see it can cause some serious psychiatric effects. So in conclusion, steroids can be used well. It can be used in good ways, in beneficial ways. But if it's abused and if it's not used correctly, they can be dangerous to society. So I hope that by having seen the speech, this presentation I've given today, you'll become more aware and more understanding of the dangers, and hopefully this will affect possible decisions to make regarding to the taking of anabolic steroids. Thank you.